Hello everyone, this is Sonic Goon, here with something completely different. Yeah, I definitely planned on the Unreal Tournament video, and that's probably going to take a while for me to do, because I have to actually learn how to edit, and also write scripts. So that's going to be something that's going to be in the works in the background, so to make up for that, I'm going to, do a little bit of a challenge run let's play of one of my favorite games of all time, Dragon Quest Monsters Joker. So this game is like Pokemon in many ways, but it actually, does stuff to change the formula rather than them relying on the same formula for literally 20 plus years. I like the freeform nature of teams, and just like this was my introduction to the Dragon Quest universe, so I actually loved a lot of the designs. They're really cool, cute, all over the place. Like there's a bunch of different ways, a bunch of different designs. It also just looks like I'm in an episode of Dragon Ball Z. For this playthrough, this is going to be like a challenge playthrough. I'm going to be restricting myself to only F rank monsters and the base form of the Incarnus. The base forms of the Incarnus. So that's basically any of the forms that aren't Ace. So the ones that you have going through the entire game. F rank monsters in general are pretty bad. I think the best F rank monster is Fry, and it's not that good. So this is going to suck, especially early on, because you're really going to be missing those E rank upgrades, those D rank upgrades. One of my favorite monsters, the Brownie. I don't get to use that because it's D rank, So yeah, let's just get started and hop right into this. I made this whole freaking layout and everything. This looks amazing. Alright, let's begin. Name myself Sonic. Or should I name myself Goon? I'm gonna name myself Goon. That's a better name. Alright, and the journey begins. Time to go, Goon. The Warden is calling for you. Look at me. I'm basically Trunks. What is it? Have you grown fond of the stench down here? I was under the impression that Warden Trump would detain you for much longer. Trump is not a reference to that family. As you can see, his name is Warden Trump. This game is named Joker, and his name is Blackjacks. Expect a lot of puns regarding card games and cards in general. However, it would seem that he has had an alteration of the heart on the matter, but I just digest or digress. As members of Cell, you see, the word of the Warden is absolute, even for his little son, non? I cannot do a French accent, but then again, I've talked to about like one French person in my entire life, so I don't know a genuine French accent. So it's been 10 days already. 10 days since you attempted to run away and join that contest. You demonstrated an earnest, albeit cruel, interest in the event, and so I have made a decision. I'll allow you to participate in the Monster Scout Challenge. However, this is a mission. You will be acting as a Cell Cadet. I will relay further orders to you when the time is right. Keep in mind that your role as a participant is merely a guise. I have no interest in whether you win or lose. However, you will follow my instructions, all of them. Understood? Now take this. You will need it. And that is the Scout Ring. I wish I had that in real life. I'm gonna look that up after I'm done recording this. See if that's actually something I could buy. Because that would be really cool to have. I don't even really wear jewelry like that, but I would wear that. That ring will allow you to befriend monsters. As I recall, the opening ceremony of the challenge is today. Make your preparations, then head for Domicile. Because it's a domicile. puns in this game are all over the place, just like with how puns are in every single Dragon Quest monster name. So, indolence is not a virtue. Make haste, boy. Alright, so here I control myself. I can able to talk to people, so tell me random shit, you know. Seems like the only one who has a French accent is Blackjack's. Everyone else is normal. Or not normal, but not French. So yeah. Alright. What do you have to say? Alright, so here we see a monster that Pokemon totally stole the name from. Is that an Axorus? But see, here's the thing. Haxorus, the Pokemon, it just has an axe on his head and it looks stupid as fuck. Haxorus is a dinosaur that's holding a giant axe and is just staring at you with red eyes. It's just ready to chop your head off. Is that an Axorus? We don't have that in that beast in the laboratory yet. Very good. The more samples we have, the more fun we have. I don't know how to pronounce that. I wonder if our work is really going to make a difference, though. All we ever do is catch one monster after another, over and over again. So you tell me you no longer trust Cell, or the Warden? Listen here, my scout friend. From where you stand, you cannot see the big picture. But everything we do is part of the Warden's plan. We're like the cogs in the machine. I still don't know how the fuck to pronounce that. See, time for us to move is close at hand. We must trust in the Warden. Yeah, okay. So yeah, that's just a teaser of like the kind of monsters that you could run into. Pretty cool monster to show off at the beginning of the game. So yeah. Here we're on the outside of the thing. Here's another monster. This is the Jargon. It's a dragon that's carrying a giant jar. It's great. Oh, sir, hello, senior cadet, sir. Permission to speak, sir. Sir! I've just blah blah, sir. Yeah, he's not saying anything. Yeah, alright, don't care. Alright, we're gonna go up here, talk to this girl. I'm gonna fight, because I'm a fighter. I'm literally Trunks. I don't know if anything else is here. So you can see this is one of the islands that's like the end of the game. So Cell's base is right behind the final island in the game, which is cool. It's like a nice teaser. Yeah, so it's Fert Isle, because it's fertile, you know. Yeah, so every single island has a pun, I think. And majority of the monsters are puns as well. Or just dumb jokes. Yeah, so... Can I go this direction? Yeah, I can. Okay, let's go over here and see what the hell's over here. Nope, he has told me jack shit. Man is lame. It's cool that this world has like magic and shit, but still like Pokemon, they're doing extensive research into like what monsters are, where they come from, why are they here, like shit like that, which I think is really nice. Yeah, again, he imprisoned me for 10 days because I wanted to go join a freaking competition. Alright? That's just not cool, so... You know what, he's definitely related to the real world family of Trump. Alright. He's that level of asshole. Alright. So now... we are going off to Domus Isle, and we are going to infiltrate the Scoutmaster Challenge. And now we have to pick our starter, which isn't really a starter, but best monster of the three is actually Draggy, second best is Mr. Small, and the worst is Platypunk by a wide margin. You may be wondering, why is Mischievous Mole so much better than Platypunk? And that's because of the traits and shit. So, this monster has the trait Psycho. Psycho gives monsters the ability to psych up. This is a mechanic in Dragon Quest VIII. So, every single, like, level of psych up, you, like, double your amount of damage that you're going to do with your next offensive move. So that's either, like, outright attacking or using spells. I think also psyching up and then healing makes you heal more. So yeah, Psycho is just an amazing skill to have, especially early on when you can, because this also applies to the mechanic of getting monsters, which is called scouting, which I'll explain when we get to that point. Yeah. Also, no, literally Fizzle is completely useless, especially on this monster where you don't really use spells, so Fizzle's proof is completely useless resistance. Dazzle proof means that you can't have your accuracy lowered, so yeah. And it's also a whole point stronger in attack, and it comes with attack boost, so yeah. But the best monster of the three is definitely Draggy. It's fast, it hits only slightly weaker, and it has a bunch more mana and wisdom, which increases its ability to do damage with mana and also reduces its damage from magic attacks. This is when Fizzleproof is actually useful, because it actually doesn't want its magic sealed, and also is Artful Dodgers, not Artful Dart, man, Artful Dodger, which means that it can dodge moves a bit more frequently, and it's also fast as fuck, like, Jesus Christ. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna go with Draggy, and of course we're naming it Batman, because it's Batman. Alright. So, yeah. So the reason why you want to go for Draggy anyway, because the first island you can get all three, but Draggy is the last one you would get normally. So you want to go for the monster that you can get immediately, or because you can get Mischievous Mole before all of them. So you want to get Mischievous Mole alongside this. Yeah. Alright, so now we're on Domus. This is nice island made of stone, floating in the middle of the ocean. Got this dude down here telling you about the map on the bottom screen, which you'll see in the bottom left corner of the video. Here is a tavern, bar type place. I don't think anyone major is here. But over the course of the game, you're gonna run into people, and like they can battle you. I don't know if they can battle you, but I definitely know that they can offer to breed monsters with you. So yeah, it's cool as hell. Yeah. And yep, he is calling me darling, so it's that kind of game. Dragon Quest always had some odd humor. Yes, this guy also works for Cell. He's just kind of standing around. This man, bro, fuck out of here, you blue ass hairy little bitch. Fuck out of here. Fuck you. Alright, so I can't go up there. I can't go down there yet. That's until much later into the game. You can go into the under sewer. So let's go to Infantile. Gotta drink some water, you know. So here's the first monster, is the slime, but first I'm going to go into the scout outpost. Do 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 do. Alright, door back is locked. I don't think any of these guys have anything interesting to say because they're in the main foyer of the scout post. And this is the center of scouting needs. So I have to go to the temple at the top of this mountain. And here I will save. Alright, and we'll continue playing. Alright. So first monster is the slime, the mascot of the Dragon Quest series. And he's also a really good monster. Especially for my F rank only run. Alright, so now we're in battle. I can explain a bunch of shit. So this is the fight. The monsters will fight based on the tactics that they give you, or that you gave them, or the orders that you gave them. So the way tactics works, there's 4 different tactics. Show no mercy, so they just try to kill the enemy as quickly as possible and don't really care about how they do it. Mix it up. They, mix it up. They use a mixture of defensive spells and defensive skills alongside, offensive stuff. So this is where monsters with Psycho would use Psych Up by themselves. You don't have to tell them to do that. They'll always use it at least once before doing something with Mix It Up. Then focus on healing. If you have a healing monster that or cleric that cures status, they'll prioritize doing that or anything else. And then don't use magic, so monsters that have like high physical attacking skills, but you don't want them to use their mana until like a boss fight or whatever. You can tell them to do that, so you don't have to do anything. And then you can also just view attributes from the screen, and give orders. You can attack, defend, or use any of the skills that they learn. And then Scout is the way you capture monsters in this game, like throwing Pokeballs in Pokemon. But the way Scout works is that it's actually dependent on the physical attack of the monsters on your party. And you can have up to 3 monsters in your party. So, here I'm going to kill the slime because I want to get EXP. Because now I'm at level 4, or level 2, I gained 2 attacks, so now I'm going to have a better chance of scouting the slime in the next fight. The thing is, you can scout something on 1% scout. So there are monsters in this game that you can get way before they intended you to get it, just because you got really lucky. That really had to happen right as I said. Lucky. Alright, cool game. So yeah, when it fails, there's a % chance that nothing will happen, or the monster will enrage and now you can no longer scout them. And when they enrage, they basically perform a Psych Up and then another action on top of that. So yeah. Slime, you're not working with me here. Alright. Do I kill another to get to level 3, or do I try another scout? I'm gonna try another scout. Alright, so 36% chance to scout. Come on, Mr. Slime. You gotta be kidding me. This is gonna be the theme of the entire playthrough, isn't this? Oh yeah, some monsters have variable stats. I don't know what causes it exactly, because some monsters you get and they have like +1 stats to health and like attack or something, and some are just not, and then some are just worse off than others. I don't know how that works. It's just something I noticed when I play through this every single Dragon Quest game that some are just better than others. Now some are better than others that also come with, you know, an extra skill set on top of their normal ones. Those usually have like defensive wards that help it against certain types of attacks. So those make sense because that's an actual, those are really rare, so you want the really rare monster to have a really good stats. Alright, I'm 42, that's a whole 6% higher. This game hates me. Wow. So sometimes they assess the situation and don't do anything, but I'm just going to kill them because I need EXP. I'm really not going to scout anything. I hate it here. I really just need the slime in my party because it's just a really good monster to have with you. Oh, if I'm doing F rank only, I don't have to worry about healers. Let's go. Because one of the good healers in the game is literally, well, two of the good healers in the game are F rank. Cool. I don't have to worry about healers. I just realized. Alright, I'm just going to give up on the slime. I can go back here and get them later. Alright. Onward with the whole thing. Ooh, I didn't even know this guy could spawn. Alright, that's a Gigantes or Gigante or whatever. This monster is the kind of monster that they don't expect you to get right off the bat, but you can get lucky with the 1%, but you do have to hit that 1%. So I'm nowhere near strong enough to get that right now, so there's no point in fighting it. It will literally just one-shot me. I'm going to try to keep these episodes like 30 minutes long, so I don't have much time left in this episode to really do much. As you can see that he was stunned stunned and couldn't act. That happens when you run into a monster from behind. This is kind of like Persona or the Earthbound games, where if you attack from behind in the overworld, you get an advantage in the game, and the same thing works for the enemy. If you are running away from an enemy and they catch up to you and hit you while you're facing away from them, they get to go first. Well, they just essentially get a free turn. Alright, please join me. Wow. I've never been this unlucky against the slimes. This is annoying. Alright, well. I'm level 4 already, which is nice. Batman's already going up in the world. And here's a chest down here. I think this is Oaken Club. No, Medicinal Herb. Alright, so I had to go notice that these boxes were there for something later on the island. And I need this slime to join my party. I hate that I've not gotten a slime. I just don't get why. Like, normally it doesn't take this long. Join me. Thank God. Alright, finally. So yeah, you can see that it's definitely based on entire luck. So even though, like, I had 30+% chance to scout all those slimes, I just couldn't roll it. And what the fuck? I got a... Okay. I got a +- slime. That's amazing, actually. So, I have to explain what that means. So... In the Japanese version of this game, monsters had genders, or sexes, so there is +- would be just like both simultaneously. I think that's hermaphrodite, and then plus would be male, and then minus would be female. And the way that works with breeding, so yeah. Breeding was something I'll be encountering later on in the game, so I'm not going to really explain it right now, but that's what it is. And +- monsters from the wild are rare. So here we have the slime. He has skills Slimer and attack boost, which is really nice. He has his attack stat of 11, wisdom of 11, which is really nice. And he has crit massacre. That means he crits more often than normal. So yeah. And you know, since it's in Slime, we had to name it Rocket after the Rocket Slime series, which I totally wish that they added to Smash instead of Hero. It's so annoying that they added Hero instead of Slime. So yeah, that's my first monster scouted. And going to go along the way to go climb up this thing, avoid the Gigantes, and see if I can run into that mischievous mole. I hope so. Oh, there's a Platypunk. I'll scout it, but I'm not putting it in my team. This monster sucks. See if I can scout it. Nope. Alright, well, we're just gonna kill it. So the way that EXP works is that it's when you have more than one member in your team, it splits it up evenly among the people. So since I have 2 monsters, it divides it in half. So the Platypunk actually gives 8, but it gives 4 to each. And Rocket levels up, and I gain 2 coins. And it divides it even further depending on where your monsters are. So even if you have monsters in storage, they're still getting EXP, but it's very little. And then there's substitutes, which is like the said team. Oh, there we got the Mischievous Mole. Let's see if we can get this guy before the episode ends. Alright. Nice 27% from Batman. Rocket hits it up to 48. Alright, we're really rolling. I really want this monster. And we got him. Mischievous Mole. So, yeah. What the hell? I got another plus minus. What the actual fuck? Alright, that's so odd. So yeah. As you can see, this monster is completely useless when it comes to spells. There's no point in leveling up the Gorilla skill set at all, but attack boost is really nice. So yeah. I don't know what else to name him. There's like Monty Mole. That's the only mole that comes to mind. Because I don't know any others, like Morocco Mole, but Morocco Mole does not fit. And, you know, we're going to add him to my team. Alright, so... Alright. Whoop! Try to avoid this Platypunk, and he caught up to me. But, yeah, so... Here you can see that because he attacked me from the back, he gets to go first with no repercussions. So they can literally, and the enemy doesn't have to attack, they can literally do any actions, so they can heal, they can cast a buff spell, they can psych up, they can do a bunch of different shit. They can even flee, if they so want to. But yeah. I don't care about Platypunk. So I'm gonna just let it die. And let's make it to this first tent. So here we have the scout test. Yeah, scout proficiency test. So this is like, you get a riddle and you have to figure out what monster he wants you to show him. So, bring him a monster I've scouted. So the first few are really easy, but this starts getting really hard. And then like the final one is just like, yeah, just bring me this monster, but he doesn't tell you how to make it, and you don't get any hints on how to get that monster. So the first two ones, I think you can do the first two, and then you can't do any further. Yeah, you can do the first two, but the first two are literally scout a monster, which you can just scout a platypunk outside of his frickin' tent, and then literally any monster can equip a staff. So, yeah. Yeah. Alright. Ooh, I forgot to talk to a certain person. Let me go do that, because this makes it a lot easier to go somewhere. Yeah, I know them. Thank you, my guy. So now I can go use the ladder right behind the tent in order to get back to the scout outpost. But as you can see, it's already been 32 minutes, so I should end this episode here. So yeah, next part, you know, we're gonna climb the top of this mountain, figure out what the hell the scout pledge is, run into a bunch of monsters in a cave, and see where else this game will take me. This challenge is going to be very difficult, and I'm not looking forward to the next island, where this is where the game really gets hard. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.